having a boom trial.
There's been no loud cracks yet?
No. The frames of those two red morwong, and we're just going to make a soup out of them. That's nice.
Welcome to Free Range Sailing.
Join us as we sail around Australia, visiting its wild places in our 30-foot, 50-year-old sailing boat, Marul.
Living off the land and sea while sailing a yacht that costs less than a new car,
We show that it's possible to have big adventures with a seaworthy boat on a very modest budget.
Wild day, I'll have my whole wet weather gear on. See you guys.
Catch.
Bye. That was pretty awesome. One of my little brother's friends, Casey, who came and visited us, he's coming up the east coast in his little Hobie cats. That's pretty minimal. I thought we were minimal, but that is minimal.
Hey, what's happening?
I just put a stinky mullet in the pot and chucked it just off there, 10 metres over there.
Pasky,
Out of the nav channel.
Pasky the pro fisherman.
Am I driving?
Yep.
When I die, don't you cry. I just have to fly out in the sky. Don't you worry, everything is gone.
with nothing in the crab pot, we went and got some fat-looking oysters off the pier.
All my life I never walked with someone standing by my side.
I'm just shucking the oysters that we collected at Soldier Point yesterday. And my hair's wet because I went in for a swim. It actually motivated me to shuck these oysters. I was feeling a bit moochy. Now I'm feeling motivated after getting in the cold water. Oh yeah, got it. I think I'm okay at this.
Close my eyes and sleep for a while. There is something that goes round and round in my mind.
Sunset wine and oysters.
Last week, we broke our boom and carried out a temporary repair so we could continue our travels southwards. With the fiberglass cured, it was time to reattach the mainsail, say goodbye to Port Stephens and take our boat out for a trial run. With the sail back on, we rigged up the reefing lines, and we were ready to go.
When I die, don't you cry. I just have to fly up in the sky.
You just watched us head out of Port Stephens, and it was pretty spectacular coming out of that entrance there. The rocks are pretty amazing. And we're having a boom trial. How's she holding up, Skipper?
There's been no loud cracks yet?
No. We're heading out to Broughton Island, which is about 10 nautical miles from the entrance to Port Stephens. We're going to have a look there and maybe go for a dive.
Well, all my life I never walked with someone standing by my side.
We're here.
We're not here yet.
So there's quite a large swell invading into the spot that we'd earmarked to anchor in, so we're going to go look around the other side of the island. Fingers crossed we find somewhere to go.
Yeah, well, we might just go and have a look just where the waves are washing over those rocks and where they trickle down off the back. We'll go and have a look at that. It should be something completely different to what we normally look at. You know?
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
So I'm out of my element now that we're out of the tropics. But I don't know. We'll just start with water movement. How about that?
Yeah.
Not being familiar with this area, we just started by looking for areas of current and wave motion in order to find fish.
You think that everything you don't know is a lie. You think that everything I say is wrong. You feel it, I feel it, flowing around.
Diving down to check on the dinghy's anchor, we immediately discovered a little group of Port Jackson sharks.
We got the frames of those two red morons. We got the frames of those two red morong that Troy shot this morning, and we're just going to make a soup out of them. We do this a lot in our pressure cooker, and it's really easy. We just chuck the frames in that Troy has scrubbed down with a brush to get rid of all the slime and a bit of the scale. So yeah, we just got the fish head in there, gutted, and the frames, because we've already put the fillets in the fridge. So I'm just going to make like a Thai style one. I'm just going to put a little bit of seawater in, a bit of fresh water, some ginger and some fish sauce and some chili, and that's it. And then we're just going to bring it to pressure and cook it for about 10 minutes. Ooh! We've got some pesky seagulls out there. Alright, so that's on, the soup's on, and we'll just leave it until it comes to pressure and then leave it for 10 minutes. And then we're just going to leave it on the stove, and later tonight I'll make a soup with it and I'll show you what I'm going to make. I put you to work.
Never stops. There's not a lot to recover. Like, it wasn't too bad a filleting job, but in between the bones there's still enough flesh to make it worthwhile just to recover, and we'll just get these clean bones afterwards.
Just a quick job. We've got really beautiful stock. I think we'll add another fillet in just to bulk out the soup a bit. There's the stock, and Troy picked the meat out and we put the meat in, and we've added like a little bit of Brussels sprouts. That's nice. Something about cream corn and fish stock, they go really well together. The last of the coriander, very last. There's a big bowl of soup. It's good. It's boiling hot, but it's good.
Where's the wind coming from?
It's fine. We rode down a wave and the wind came behind us all of a sudden.
We're flying along here and we're going on a beam reach. So what that means, for any of you non-sailors, is the wind is coming straight onto the side of the boat, and actually as a wave hits us on the nose we scoot down, have a bit of a surf, and the wind comes from behind us before the autopilot takes us back. So you might think that when the wind is and everything else is right on the side of the boat, that would be the, you know, like the roughest time for you to sail, but it's not actually the case. When we're reaching like this, when the wind's on our beam, it's actually not too bad because the sails are set out from the boat, and except for the roll of the waves, the wind's not pushing you over. When you're close on the wind, when you're close hauled, so if the wind is quite close to the front of your bow, that's when you're actually leaned over more. But like this, it's not too bad. The only thing giving us a bit of trouble at the moment is about a sloppy metre and a half sea. So, you know, so that's sort of rolling us around because it's hitting us exactly sideways. But other than that, it feels quite sedate, you know, cruising down. Probably got about 15, sometimes gusting up to 20 knots at the moment. So that's, you know, pretty neither here nor there. Pasky's out there at the moment making funny whoop noises, so it sounds like she's getting excited. She's been watching whales. All sorts of things have been going on. It's been pretty eventful coming down the New South Wales coast. I didn't know what to expect, but it's been pretty fun.
There's so many whales. You can look out along the coastline and you can just see like, spurts. They're spurts like blowing in the wind, but you see a puff of water. They all seem to hug the coast.
We've jived. Come here, Pasky.
I had to save some of the things the pepper shaker went flying.
Oh man. So we've jibed, we've come down and through the wind, so we're heading down. We're going pretty much straight down weather now. What do you think about this?
Pretty good.
Not
I
too
think
bad.
we're going like 7.5 knots still.
But it feels sedate.
Does feel much better.
We've shut down the wind generator and we've got a bit lower, and it feels a lot more gentle once you're up on deck. And particularly with the wind generator howling, it just seems a little bit crazy.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Well, this is hopefully this is our line till
To Newcastle.
for the next 3 hours.
Are we going to get there too early again?
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll have wind to go into the harbour.
Yeah. So we might be pushing a little bit of tide.
Yeah, but sometimes what can happen is you'll have tide coming out, and if there's a bit of waves coming into the harbour, it'll stand it up and make it more exciting. So it's cut to 17 metres for big ships. So there's no bar.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it can't still be just a little bit uncomfortable going in.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty sedate way.
Oh, you put the camera on.
So this is a pretty sedate way to do 6 or 7 knots, really, and except for Pasky's just doing some comic relief there.
No, it's a bit rock and roll.
She's just showing that it is actually on a sailing boat at the moment. There's no crash, there's no splash. It's not very dramatic. We're making great time.
Do you want what sort of Tabasco do you want with your sardines? Smoked chipotle or normal?
Yes.
Smoked?
I think smoked chipotle would have to be the winner.
You get the big tin.
Yes.
Oh, yep. You would have seen us coming into Newcastle the other night, and the reason why we came in is because we're picking up a new fridge lid and a new fridge basket for the rusty old angle.
This fridge lid's been through a bit. We even had to custom make out of some scrap wood a timber handle. But now we have this new one. So this one's been repaired and renovated a few times, but it's actually starting to crack and come apart. So on a boat, there's so much to do. I can see people now, why don't you just fix it up again? But you really have to pick your battles.
Yes.
So making another fridge lid is not a battle I wanted to take on. Because as Pasky rightly pointed out to me when I was talking about making a new one, she's like, I think there's more important things to take care of. She's right. Look at that. You're going to be chipping a nail now.
We have to put the new basket in. It's still rusty, that one.
Yep.
New rust-free basket. It's a shame they don't make them in plastic.
It's got good plastic coating, but I guess, I don't know, after time it starts to flex and crack.
Goodbye, rusty basket.
Ooh.
Do you need the sponge? Is there lots of water in there?
Sure is.
Ooh. Am I even going to be able to get in?
Try pushing down on it.
Ta-da! This is like a new fridge. Are you happy?
Not as happy as you are. I'm happy because you're happy.
Make sure you join us next week as we encounter our strongest winds yet under sail.
Turn up the wind, Jenny! We're only sinking a little bit.
Thanks for watching this week, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Also, when subscribing to Free Range Sailing, make sure you hit the bell button so that you stay notified of all our upcoming releases.